Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A beautiful fake. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Julio Jones all alone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 85 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Goff now looks to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Tiger. Check, check, check.
from the gun. Here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. These two teams all tied after 1, as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Tonight, 20, 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Listen.
Out of the gun, Goff. is incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Like 20. Mike 45. Big stop. Listen.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 2, Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Third and 13.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Super. Out. Hey, orbit. Orange. Watch out. Sal, you won.
Now it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Value three. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On first down, it's gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Go, go, go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On second down, Freeman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2 for 1. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking about the 16, 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they
touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch twist.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
So don't say nothing. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
45.
59.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's
Wait. Wait.
Safety.
On third down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Like 20.
54. Heavy on the edges.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
54 much. Check. Watch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Goff throwing complete to Kupp, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get that ball right here. Check. Shoot.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready, blue 80. 525.
No. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Sponge. No.
To throw on third down. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Freeman again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yo.
Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 20.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Oh, some strong running. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's go.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
17.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Set. Point out. Check 52. Slam. Kill.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now gone. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, high 7.
Check, watch 54.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're